Hello, everyone. Welcome to 2D Board Gamers. My name is Dave,
And I'm Dirk.
and today we're going to start our progression series of G.I. Joe, the deck building game.
Yeah, this could be a wild ride or a complete disaster. I'm not really sure which one it's going to be.
Yeah, the disaster is going to come when we add like the second expansion,
Yeah, when we start adding more and more stuff.
and then us having to keep track of everything.
Because unlike the game is generally you play just one expansion at a time, and you can add some. We're putting everything together.
Yeah,
But I think we are going to try to limit some of the decks a little bit, though. We're going to remove some cards and add cards to make it to where that the deck doesn't get so big that we take out one of the loss conditions.
Yeah, there's rules for combining expansions, and when we get to that, we'll do that. But for the first few games, it's like the way you would normally play. So like right now, we're playing Mission 1, which is the base game, so we don't have any other products. And when we do the first expansion, it was designed to just add, that into the game. So the first 4 games are going to be normal. And then when we get to game 5 and beyond, that will be where we start getting into crazy stuff. Now, there is one scenario we are not going to do. That's the solo scenario because, you play with just that product and only one of us would play as Snake Eyes.
Yeah.
So we're gonna skip that one. We will do the other scenario that came in that pack, which was, where there's the potential for someone to be a traitor. We've done that a couple times. So
That never happens.
yeah, but there's really only one card that gets like added to the game, so that one is not going to change much. But we will do raise the flag, and then the latest, the Crimson Guard, will be like the final one. So we're going to kind of do the expansions in the order that they came out.
Yes, release order. Yes,
right, and we're not allowed to use any product that hasn't come out yet, and so like
including leaders.
Yeah, so like the cover girl that came in.
Yeah, Dave's favorite card.
Yeah, I can't play her until that's available. And then we'll have to decide when the time comes if we're going to remove duplicate heroes, out of the deck or not. Because for like Storm Shadow is a villain sometimes, and then he's also a hero in one of the expansions. So I'm not exactly sure how we're going to address Storm Shadow yet.
We'll figure it out. We got
time. Yeah. Because there's
that's a couple of expansions down the road.
Yeah, that's a little ways down the road. But anyways, so we're going to get started with scenario 1.
And at least for the first one here, we are going to randomly select our heroes.
Yeah.
So we'll get to that in a second.
So you mean the book for a second?
Oh, the book.
Yeah.
Oh, you going to do the story and everything too?
Sure. Why not?
Sure. Yeah. Let's get the full immersion.
But this is the M.A.S.S device. So this is actually based on an episode from the original G.I. Joe cartoon. So the M.A.S.S device is a classic G.I. Joe story redesigned into the card game form. Cobra is set to demonstrate the power of their insidious laser device that can melt cities in minutes and teleport their armies anywhere in the world in the blink of an eye.
I want that device.
Well, Cobra has it right now.
I have to take it from him.
The Joes will need to thwart Cobra's efforts to gain the rare elements required to power the device, find their secret temple, and destroy the device before it's too late. All right. So, if you've never played before, we do have a Learn to Play G.I. Joe, but this is a deck building game. So I'm going to switch to the table view here. And so this is the threat track, and if this ever gets up all the way to the top, we lose. And this will go up a minimum of 1 each turn, which is step 2 here on this dial. This dial is after, so it's between me and Dirk. So I'm going to go first, and then Dirk will go, and then after Dirk,
you're on the wrong side. You're on the solo side. Oh no! It's saying solo's the other side. Never mind.
Solo, you flip it.
Yeah.
So this is the game's AI against us, basically, to try to win. So there's a series of steps that we have to do before I can take my turn. We win if we get through this stack of 9 mission cards, and there will be an active mission, which will be right here, and then you get to see the next mission. So missions, there are like 7 skills, I believe, that different Joes have. And that is, once you attempt a mission, you can only attempt it once. So like this particular one is stealth and tracker difficulty 4. So if we get at least 4 stealth or stealth and tracker, sorry, if we beat that with the dice, then we put it in a success pile, and we get the success reward. If we fail, then we get the fail reward. The fail penalty, which is usually going up the track more.
Yeah, and there can be conditions later on that in the campaigns that are affected by how many wins and losses you have, or actually later on within the set of missions that can come up.
Yeah. So when you do a mission, when you assign Joes, you have to pick a vehicle, and vehicles have capacity. So like the Vamp here, which is a vehicle that's always available, can hold 4. So, well, he doesn't have the right skills. Let's see. Oh, Muskrat does. All right. Let's say I decide to do this mission. I have Muskrat in my deck already, and I throw in 2 regular GIs. Regular GIs have wild. So I would have...
Or any Joe that doesn't have the skills has 1 wild.
Right. So I have 5 dice to attempt to do the mission. Now, Muskrat actually has a power where I could roll 5 dice. For every double hit counts as 1 success. So I've got 1 success so far. Then I roll the 5 dice, and I need to get 3 more successes. All right. So I had succeeded.
Each star pip is a success.
Yeah. So there's 3 blanks, there's 2 1 hits, and 1 double hit. So in this example, I would have succeeded barely, but I would have succeeded. So the threat meter would go down by 1, and each player gets to draw a card. And then this would go into the success.
And speaking of the threat meter, if you'll notice, there's different colors on it. The blue is the starting color. Once we move out of that, we can never move back in. But then depending on what color it's on is different things occur at that phase, at the threat meter phase, which is one of the final phases here.
And one thing that's different with this game versus other deck builders is when you purchase a card, it actually goes on top of your deck, so you'll get it for your next turn.
Yes.
You don't have to wait for it to cycle through your deck. Now, the other thing so this is, we have 9 cards, I believe, right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So to make it, so we're going to have a random leader, and each leader has their own power. So
speaking of,
okay, I got Snake Eyes.
Oh, he's good.
He comes in 2 stealth, which is what's needed for that mission. And if Snake Eyes defeats a side mission, target player draws a card.
Let's have you pick one for me too.
So side mission is these are each player can have up to 2 side missions, and you can do them. When you go up against group missions, say it's my turn and I fill in 3 chairs and I have 1 chair available, Dirk could throw a Joe in and helps my die roll to see if we succeed. But he would discard the Joe. He doesn't get to, he would lose out.
I don't get any abilities that they have,
including the recruit that he might have.
Unless the ability is a mission specific ability.
Right. And the other thing with the leaders is at some point you can spend 6 recruit and you can promote them. And then the promoted leader goes on top of your deck and you discard you remove from the game the other one.
Yeah. Normally that's your priority if you have the 6 and that card and the leader in your hand.
And then I got all the promoted. Once we see who Dirk is.
Duke. Okay, so Duke is the one that is the antitheses. There we go. Antitheses of my play style. But I have played him, so I am familiar with how to play him. But this will be fun.
Okay.
We were joking around that this might happen, and it actually did.
Yeah. So one thing with deck builders is, you got these starter cards here, and you want to trash them when you buy better cards.
You want to retire the Joes and trash other items that you don't need.
Yeah, so you want to improve your deck.
Yes.
Duke, however, read what his power does.
So his power is I can put a GI card from my hand. Now, the Joes are not GIs. The GIs are your starters. Yeah. So you specifically don't necessarily want to trash them. But you put one from your discard pile into your hand, and his upgraded version allows me to get an additional wild for each GI on the mission, mine or anybody else's.
Right. So with upgraded Duke, the basic Joes or the basic GIs, I guess I should say, are way better. They're Joes, but
I tend to not thin his deck out as much.
No name Joes. Yeah, and I don't think he purchases a lot of crazy cards either. But
I don't. There is a couple of cards specifically that if they show up, I will definitely be looking for, though.
Like one of the ones you like, right?
Distraction?
For Duke?
No, not as much.
No.
Distraction's a great one. None of the Duke cards that I specifically like are out right now. There's one that...
No, he's half the battles again.
That's the best card in the game, in my opinion, but it's not one that I'm specifically looking for when I'm playing Duke. There is a card, and I can't remember the name of it right offhand, but it allows you to purchase cards and put them in another player's deck. And that is one that I like to do because then I can use any money that I get to put really good cards in my teammates' hands.
Oh, and one thing I think we're going to do probably until we can't is the leaders that we pick, which are random, will not be in the next any future games until we've gone through all of them.
Yeah.
So Duke. So this is actually a good time to get Duke when that deck is the thinnest.
Yeah, and it's definitely got the cards that I'm looking for. There's 2 of them in specific I'm looking for with it.
Yeah. All right. So we draw 5 cards.
3, 4, 5.
And we don't have an active mission.
I forgot to put my leader in my deck before I shuffled.
Starting decks, we have a bunch of GIs, and then we have I got all 3 of my white cards. Which is when you defeat a side mission, you can lower the threat by 1.
But they give you no recruit.
Reroll. Yeah, these are, and then this one is I can discard 1 uncovered card from the lineup to replace it, or the target teammate with 3 or fewer cards can draw a card. Okay. So I'm going.
Well, let's say the number of pips, or we can. Oh no, you first because of where we're at. Okay.
I'm going to put that on the reserve. And I'm going to spend 2.
So this reserve board that Dave just mentioned, this is only available in 1 or 2 player games, but allows you to save a card and add that to your next hand.
No, I want barbecue, even though he doesn't have the skill.
But you cannot have used anything on the card to do that.
Right. Yeah. So this will be a 6 card for my next turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. And like Dirk said, it's only for solo or 2 players.
I have 2. I actually have Duke. Let's see. I'm trying to remember what's the setup. I've still got 1 more white in here. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, there's 3 whites and
5. That would still only give me 5, so I'm not going to be able to promote Duke. So instead, I will do something similar. I'm going to put the second effort here just in case I decide to fight. I'm not going to have enough left.
Oh, you're not going to have enough left.
I won't have enough, so it won't matter. So I'm going to just use him, and I'm going to pick up distraction here. Oh, also you'll see that
gives you.
Yeah, this will give me 1.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it still doesn't do it for me. There's nothing out there, but you will see there are some cards here, like like what just came out. Vehicles. Whenever you first purchase them, they will go up here to the hangar. Speaking of, where's the shark?
The vamp.
Oh, the vamp. I mean, yeah, it goes up here to the hangar, and then if you use anything other than the vamp, it will go to your discard pile until it comes back up. Then it'll move back to the hangar. So. All right, so that is my turn.
All right.
My next 1, 2.
So now we do the end of round stuff. We don't have an active story mission, so we skip that step. We don't have any card effects. The threat meter here says starting position, so that doesn't do anything. And then step 2 is the threat meter goes up by 1. So now we're in the green. So now this is going to go up by 1
on the
threat meter, and it's going to go up by 1 when we
naturally
step 2. So while we're in the green, it's going to go up 2 spaces.
It'll always go up by at least 1, but while you're in the green, it goes up a second one.
And then we got an active mission. So this is find the tracking device. To create an accurate signal transfer, Cobra needs to place a tracking device near the location. The Joes can't let this happen. So this is a land transport mission. So there's 3 types of transports, land, air, and sea. And if you use that vehicle, and a vehicle has a bonus, like, for example, this has got an air bonus, and this one's got a sea bonus. If this mission was air or sea, and we use these vehicles, we would get that bonus.
Same goes with characters. Some characters have them too, but if you use a character, you have to match both. Or was it just this, or I'm trying to remember?
They both have to match.
Yeah, they both have to match. Yeah.
All right. We also get what's called complications. So we're going to get 2 complications. What we got here?
Complications already.
And sometimes there's coming out text, like this one says, put Major Blood into play.
Oh, jeez.
Dirk's favorite Cobra leader.
He's not the hardest one, but it's like he just doesn't go away.
If we pass, the threat meter will go down by 1. Each player draws a card. If we fail, each player gains a Cobra Trooper, and the difficulty is Stealth and Tracker, difficulty 4.
So what Major Blood does at the start of each player's turn, place a Cobra Battalion on an uncovered card in the lineup with the cost of 5 or more. And you always start... normally you lay it out left to right, but we kind of stack it here. So we always start in the upper left-hand corner, so it'll cover up the first 5.
Now we have 5 Cobra battalions. If we ever get the sixth, need a sixth one, we lose. Because that's one of the ways we lose the
Which
game.
is why I hate Major Blood.
And then the next mission, so you can kind of prep for it, is martial arts and explosives difficulty
In fact,
5.
I need a shirt that says Major Blood is my nemesis.
There you go.
Because he is in this game. He's my nemesis. Even though he's not, he's far from the worst of the leaders. He's the one that I hate seeing the most. I don't really know why.
Stealth and tracker. What has he got?
Marksman and vehicles. And
I do have vehicles.
I forgot what mine is, but you can always look at, if I can upgrade, I'll have marksman, but I have recon. Because you can always look at your upgraded leader if you forgot what your leader starts with, and it'll always be the top stat.
I'm going to take on
what you start with. You only start with one, but you'll gain a second one for most.
I'm going to take on blood.
You going to take blood?
Yeah, so I got...
It's a group mission. Do you need help?
Yes, well, not really.
I've got distraction in my hand.
I
mean, if I don't, I'll turn around and pick up knowing it's half the battle if it's still around.
Let's get knowing it's half the battle. I think that's...
Can you afford it?
I got plenty of Joes.
Okay.
No, I'm not going to pick that.
You're getting rock and roll.
I'm going to... I want rock and
roll. Oh, you're upgrading.
I think I'm going to upgrade Snake Eyes.
Oh, you got Snake Eyes in your hand. Okay.
Yeah. All right, so these 3 guys give me 1 dice each, and I get 3 in vehicles for barbecue. So I have 6 dice that I get to roll, and the difficulty is 4. So pass or fail against the leader, unless it says otherwise, there's no
penalty.
Oh, no penalty.
I'm not quite sure how to get these things.
Ooh, and I failed. Okay.
See, if I'd have been on the mission, you'd have passed.
Yep. Oh, well. So these guys are set aside for now.
You can still use the recruit on them.
Yeah. I'm going to try Snake Eyes against the Cobra Battalion. So the difficulty is any one skill. This is a...
Oh, wait, didn't you have a reroll? I thought that was the card you saved.
I do have a reroll, but I
can
reroll 1 die.
Well, I'm going to say you can choose it or you can save it for this one, was what I was going to say.
No.
Okay.
All right, so 2 dice. All right, so that battalion's defeated. And then, yeah, I have 6. I think I'm going to upgrade Snake Eyes.
All right. Yeah, that's what I would do too. I didn't realize you had them. Okay. So I have 4 dice, and I'm going to try Major Blood with just 4 dice because I've got 4 starter Joes. But since I have distraction...
So you have to choose a vehicle.
Well,
so that's the only one we got.
Yeah, that's the only one I got. So
2, 4, 5...
Yeah, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, but you did have to add a battalion in the beginning of your turn.
Yeah. It's okay. I was still going after him. 5. And then I'm going to change them all. Even though I don't need it, I'm going to do it anyways because it's Major Blood. So I hit him for 8.
Okay.
So he's gone.
But he can come back.
He always comes back. It is rare for us to see a game with that where he doesn't show up at least twice. All right. And then that leaves me with, hold on. There's my distraction. So that leaves me with 5. I'm going to pick up Knowing is Half the Battle, which I believe to be the best card in the game.
All right.
And that goes on top of my deck.
Then the end of the round. So some of the missions have end of turn abilities. This one does not.
Goes on top of my deck.
So we don't have to worry about that. We don't have any current cards out. Threat meter goes up by 1, and then the threat meter goes up by 1. Okay.
And no Major Blood, so no battalion.
Stealth and tracker. Well, I've got 5 dice. I don't think we're ready for that.
Before you touch the battalion, though, let me see. I do have a diffuse, so if you don't have one, I can do the battalion and knock us down a little.
Okay.
If you've got one, go for it.
No, I don't. So I'll just purchase, I guess. So I've got 3, 5, 6. I'll pick up rock and roll.
Shoot, I just thought of something. I actually had Knowing is Half the Battle. We could have possibly tried that.
Yeah, I had a pretty good shot at it, but okay.
Because I just purchased it. So I'm gonna take on the Cobra Battalion. You know what? I've got Knowing is Half the Battle, so I'm just throwing 3 Joes at it. I needed it.
Okay.
So I gain a number of hits equal to half the printed difficulty of the mission, which is 2. So I only gained 1, but I only had 1, and I needed 2. So that's actually enough to defeat it. So he is gone, and I have a diffuse, which if you defeat a side mission, he has a side mission, then the meter goes down by 1 this turn. So All right, and that leaves me with 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh. You know what? I don't get a lot of them, but I think with that, I think I'm actually going to pick up Muskrat
For 2.
for 2.
Okay.
And then for 3, I'm going to do the shark. And so we'll put the shark up here.
Yeah. And so in this game, you are allowed to see the replacement card
Yes.
before you purchase.
But and this is designed actually to where you can stand them up like this, which we will do sometimes, but they don't show up on camera very well. So
And then if you get more than 5.
yeah, if you get more than 5, it doesn't work too well. But I should 3D print one, kind of using the idea.
So I do not.
Oh, that's my discard pile, and I did not. Oh, I did purchase. I purchased Muskrat.
End of the turn. So no threat, no card effect. This goes up by 2.
4,
Okay.
5.
Now I currently do not have the right skills, so I'm not going to do the mission. I'm going to.
And I had used all of my cards that turn, so I was not able to put anything on the reserve. I think Dave did the same thing to purchase last time. So,
All right, I've got 6. I'm actually going to take the smart missile
okay,
and probably the rocket launcher.
rocket launcher. Okay.
Yeah, I think so. Normally I don't.
Oh, there's Stalker. He's a good one for you.
Bunch of gear, but
Yeah, a lot of times we're both trying to go after the really expensive ones. I don't tend to purchase as much with Duke, so I'm not going after him. I don't think. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, this blows.
I do have a reroll.
All right, so we'll take him. I am actually thinking I might put Duke in the reserve.
Tracker and stealth. Oh yeah, because if you go on the mission with me with Duke, I can discard a complication.
You need a leader. Is that what it is?
Well, I have a leader actually. No, it's Duke's power. Oh no, this Duke does.
This Duke doesn't have it.
Oh, you
I don't
haven't
get the
upgraded.
wilds.
Oh, you haven't upgraded yet.
No, I'm trying. That's why I'm thinking about putting him there.
Okay.
I mean,
I was gonna say yeah.
I could hold Muskrat for the mission if you think that'll help better.
Yeah.
Muskrat's got stealth.
And the Muskrat
I could do that.
5.
Yeah, I can do that. And the Muskrat 5. All right, I'll do that then. Because he doesn't give me anything.
No, I was just thinking for Duke's power because I had 2 regular GMs.
No, I need to upgrade Duke, but I'm looking at it, and I mean,
I don't think it bought it.
I don't have enough in here to upgrade him next turn. Anyway, so yeah, because the 2 cards I've got, one's in my discard pile, and he's right there. So, and he doesn't upgrade. He doesn't have an upgrade cost. Great power, but no upgrade, so he doesn't help a lot for that. No, recruit. Yeah, that's what I meant. So I've got 4. We're going to do the Off-Striker.
Okay.
So yeah, one of my strategies with Duke is I will purchase a lot of vehicles, and they get them up there. Plus, they help get through the deck a little bit faster. But we do have to be careful going through the deck because, of course, there's a commander that will mill through the deck, and it just gets rid of cards. It clears this out and gets rid of cards. If we ever run out though and need to draw a card, is it need to draw a card or just run out?
I think it's just run out.
If we ever run out of cards in the draw pile, we lose. So
Okay, so end of round, we have no story effect, no card effect. Threat meter goes up by 1, and then stage 2 it goes up by 1.
oh, I'm so glad I did
So
Muskrat.
now we're in the yellow. When we do part 3 here, it's we add a Cobra Battalion now.
Yeah, I would not have been able to upgrade Duke. I'm so glad I did this.
Okay. Oh, what is this? If a leader's on the mission plus 2 wild,
I don't have a leader now.
marksman doesn't help.
Oh, you've got a leader, don't you?
I do. So I think I'm going to take the Off-Striker.
Okay, so I have stealth. So if
Okay.
I only need a spot, but I can take more if you want.
No, I've got Joe, so because we're going to have to deal with the complications here. So yeah, so go ahead and bring Muskrat, and then
There's a
I'll
Muskrat.
bring just a regular GI.
3.
Okay.
2, 3. Yeah, we got 2. So I'll hold for complications. Yeah.
So that is
Yeah, we have to decide what our
2, 3,
team's going to be
4.
before we get to look at these.
Oh, that's only 6 dice.
I do have distraction if we need it.
Okay. And
I can change singles to doubles.
And I have a reroll. Oh wait. Oh no, I don't have a discard pile. So you don't have a discard pile either.
No, I just shuffled.
Okay. All right.
Oh, you got the smart missile?
I do. Yeah. All right. So before we attempt the mission, we look at what the complications are. So here it's don't tell me the odds. So you're going to reroll 1 hit.
Okay.
Or discard 1 Joe from the mission. I am going to play rocket launcher, and I'm going to get rid of the captured. So
If this has a mission symbol, he can play it during the mission as long as he has a Joe on the mission.
right. So I am going to have to reroll 1 hit. So, there's nothing I can do to stop that. But so I got 6 dice, and the difficulty is 4.
So, yep.
Ugh.
So
I do have a reroll.
use your reroll first.
Yes.
And if that doesn't make it, then I can use my distraction.
So reroll.
And now you have to reroll a hit.
Now I have to reroll a hit. Yep.
So you got it. So I don't need to use distraction, which is good for me.
So that goes away. This goes down by 1.
So those get discarded, but they can come back. They can get shuffled back in.
Each player draws a card.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I am so glad I did not keep... I've got 3 of my white cards
Now,
in a 6-card hand.
Since I used a vehicle that was not the vamp, it actually goes in my discard pile and has to be repaired.
Oh, you used the Outrider?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you get a bonus from it? I didn't even...
2 dice. Yeah, give me 2 dice.
Oh, you needed them.
And there's no side missions. I was
No.
kind of hoping for a side mission so I could use my diffuse. I did use that, so I'm going to put that there. Oh, I still get the recruit from all these cards.
Yes.
Where's the? Oh, it's in my hand.
If you can put together 6, it's fuckers out there.
6, 7, 8. Oh, I want to try. One of the things you can do is when on a successful mission, you can trash.
Retire them.
So I'm going to retire that guy. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I have 8. Yeah, let's get Stalker. He's really good.
Let's see if you get a 2 out there. You do not.
I don't know if I care about disarm. If you defeat a Cobra Battalion, draw a card. Yeah, no, I don't want too much.
Yeah, that's unless we
too much non-Joe.
Unless we start getting cluttered, we probably don't need to worry about that. And if we can ever get a card that actually trashes really well, then that's one that I might pick up to clear it out. Since I will have a thinner deck, we can get to it faster. All right, so I have 3 recruit. Is there anything?
We got to do the next. We got to do. We got to do.
The next one. That's right.
Yeah. So the beginning of Dirk's turn. Prevent the satellite launch. If Cobra is able to launch the satellite into space, their device can pinpoint any target in the world. It's a land transport mission, 1 complication. At the end of each player's turn, they gain a Cobra Trooper. So Cobra Troopers are side missions. They get shuffled into your deck. They're like curses.
From Dominion, yeah, they're the curse.
Things like that. They're negative cards that get added to your deck.
But you can fight them to get out, and they have a fight of 1.
Yeah. So it's a martial arts and explosives, difficulty 5. If we pass, the threat meter goes down by 2. If we fail, the threat meter goes up by 1, and we put the Baroness into play.
Oh, and we're also in the yellow, so we'll be getting a battalion each turn.
Yep.
So there's the one. Now, if you notice, he's putting the card off to the side. I don't think you explained this yet.
I did.
So we can see what the next mission is.
Yeah, so the next mission is vehicle or stealth, difficulty 4. And this has got a yellow border, so this will be the end of Act 1.
We have Beachhead and Clutch for that.
Okay. So the game is broken up into 3 acts. And every time we get through an act, we add more difficult complications to the deck. All right, so that was the beginning of your turn. So
okay, so I have 3.
Martial arts and explosives.
Clutch would normally be 1, but I don't know that I'm actually going to pick up Clutch.
I have a lot of martial arts.
Because I actually want to save this. And I think that's all I'm going to do. Actually, you know what? I might actually use comms for a change because I don't necessarily want this card either. So comms is a card I don't normally use, but I am going to use it right now to get a better card so that I don't have to go through it in my deck.
Actually, that's one thing with this progressive series that deck
comms
might actually get used more.
It might get more useful. But I think that's all I am going to do, which leaves me with 2 purchase. Nothing I can purchase anyways.
And you gain Cobra Trooper.
Yep. Gain a Cobra Trooper into your discard pile.
Yep. And then in the round 5, no end of round stuff for story mission. We don't have any card effects. Threat meter is we add a Cobra Battalion.
Really? That's that one covers up anything.
Yeah.
So that doesn't matter as much.
Okay.
All right. So I did not draw my leader, so I am going to be saving that card for next
So if he's by himself, he gets 6. And it is
Oh, and we cannot purchase the card that's under a battalion.
martial arts or explosives. That those vehicles don't help. Okay. 6 to 5. No, that's not very useful. So this would be 6. I think.
6 to 5. What are the stats?
Well, I have to be by myself to get the
I
stats.
was going to say I have knowing is half the battle and distraction.
Yeah, well, if I combine them, then it's 6 with 2 Joes, so that's kind of a walk
Oh,
at that point.
Okay.
I think I might just clean up because I've got a lot of ways I can lower the threat meter if I just.
Yeah, I don't have.
If I get rid of that battalion, I can reduce it by 2.
You do that. Yeah, that work because I can't do anything with
All
that.
right, so I'm going to use Snake Eyes by him. Oh, Snake Eyes, sorry. I don't Snake Eyes.
Yeah, Snake Eyes is the one you want to use
Snake Eyes is the one I want to use.
because you get to use them again, right?
Oh no, if I
Oh, you draw 2 cards.
draw 2 cards. I'm going to. So that is 3.
Oh, actually, so
This is a side mission though. I'm going
that would draw me. Target player. That actually would draw me.
enough to upgrade Duke.
Duke's the only card I miss. He's not in my discard pile. I have enough in my hand to upgrade him. I mean,
Okay.
I'm fine if you use it for yourself, but I'm just saying that's
Now,
a lot of times without me being on the mission, I'm not going to ask for it. But in this case, I might.
yeah, that's fine. Because I'm going to. I think I'm going to. Nah, we're just going to go all out, I guess. So that's 3, 6, because I want to lower the threat meter.
Wow.
Well, I don't have enough to go after the mission.
Well, no, I mean that's 6 against him. Wow. Yeah, he's gone.
Okay, so he's gone. So this goes down by 1 because Snake Eyes defeated it, and I have a diffuse, which knocks it down by 1 again. And I don't know if there's.
You're gonna put comms in there?
I just wonder if there's.
No, these cards are decent.
Those cards
and I
are
mean,
decent.
and I'm gonna clear the 2 vehicles out anyways.
So I got.
Well, one of them
So I have
possibly.
7 recruit.
Oh, and I get to draw 2 cards. So there's Joe.
Clutch.
Not Joe, Duke.
Beachhead.
And then I got to shuffle for my
Just
second
get
one.
Beachhead and Clutch.
Maybe I will get lucky and get the Cobra Battalion. Actually, that'd be nice.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Where's my second card? It is not a Cobra Battalion. It's a
Oh, I do get a Cobra Battalion now at the end of my turn.
no trooper. You get a trooper.
Trooper, yeah. Which I
That's what I meant, trooper.
I could
but,
potentially draw.
Wow. So I have like. Wow, I got a lot of money and nothing to. Let's see. Okay, so first thing I am definitely going to do is I will use 1 from Duke. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's upgrade Duke. This Duke is gone, but the upgraded Duke is put 1 GI from your discard pile into your hand, so I still get to do that. And GIs on this mission gain an additional +1 wild. So now I have the upgraded Duke. So that was 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So these, oh yeah, he goes on my deck. These are discard. And then I have 2 left. Unless you want vehicle specifically, I might pick him up since you have I can't remember who it is that gives the plus with vehicles. I saw him out here a while ago. Him. Clutch. Since you have clutch, he gives a bonus for
vehicle skills.
That's vehicle skill.
Oh yeah.
So we'll see him more often. So I'm going to pick him up with the 2 that I have left.
Okay.
And I will put this here.
Drone strike.
So I have these 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay.
All right.
So I get a Cobra Trooper.
Yep. So at the end of the round, no story effect, no card effect. This goes up by 1, then this goes up by 1 because it started in the green. This guy goes back here. All right. So we need martial arts and explosives.
So I have marksman and vehicle. That's what I've got.
I don't have either of those skills right now. Well, I got 5.
And I've got a reroll.
So I'll take Deep 6, which does have vehicles. And that'll be my turn. I get a trooper.
Okay, so what do I got here? 2, 3, 4, 5. Think would we rather have the killer whale or the tomahawk, do you think? I mean, we've got an air mission coming up.
Yeah, probably the tomahawk, I would think, because we don't have any air vehicles yet.
Yeah, although the water vehicle we have is not the best. I'll be able to get that fairly soon. And we don't have any water showing up. Ooh, there's Leatherneck.
Martial arts and explosive.
All right, so that was 5. So I'm going to put my reroll here.
It's only 6 dice, though.
2, 3. 4, 5.
It's
Discard pile.
Oh, it's a ground vehicle.
Oh, there's a trooper.
Do you have martial arts or explosives?
Marksman and stealth.
Dang it. Oh, wait, vehicles don't have this. Martial arts or explosive. Oh, I only have. Well, the best I could do is 6 dice. 6 to 5.
I do not have knowing is half the battle in my hand, so.
Wow, and I only get 6 dice if he's.
I do have Muskrat.
Yeah, I only get 6 of them by myself. So.
Oh.
All right, so the end of the round, story mission, nothing, card effect, nothing, threat meter, we add a Cobra Battalion, and this goes up by 1. So, do you have the recon or whatever it is? Is it not? I'm going to take on the battalion.
Diffuse. I have diffuse, but I have a Cobra Trooper. So go ahead.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's see. Martial arts and explosion. None of these really help except for Stalker. And Stalker by himself is what it is. I'm gonna put Stalker there. Yeah. And we're gonna take the van.
Okay.
And we're gonna choose vehicles. So I have 6 dice against the battalion.
I think you've rolled 6 dice almost every time. You've been pretty consistent with that. Oh, yeah, you got it.
So he's gone. And I'm going to retire this guy. And then, I don't care about that card. I'm going to get the drone strike. That's one of my favorite cards.
Okay, so first thing you have to do is place any battalion or troopers in your hand out. Then you would, if I had a vehicle, you put the vehicles up. Oh, I thought I gave you one.
Yep.
Was this one already in your hand?
No, I thought that was from before. It's
okay.
Yeah.
I may not have.
I don't know.
I might have, when I played him, was thinking about it because I was. Okay, so I have 1 Cobra Trooper. I think I'm going to choose. We'll go Marksman, and we'll throw these guys on there. So I'm going to use my Muskrat 5 first. 3, 4, 5. We call it that because he rolls 5 dice, and for each double, he gets a hit, an automatic hit. There's a double, so I don't even have to go to combat. He's defeated. And I have a diffuse, which lowers that. So I used everything, so I will save that.
Okay.
But I've got 3. Reach Joe on the mission. And I'm going to be probably putting a lot of Joes on the mission, so I think I'm actually going to purchase here. I will purchase the night vision goggles.
Okay.
Ooh, Jeez is a good one.
She is good. All right.
1, 2, 3.
So again, no story, no card effects.
But
Add a battalion.
we're still doing the trooper, right?
Yeah.
Add a battalion at the end.
And this goes up by 1.
Leatherneck, it just keeps getting harassed.
Okay. So
another trooper.
First thing, another. Like when Dirk had a Cobra Trooper in his hand, you immediately do it at the beginning of the turn. I got the Oz Striker in my hand, so that goes back in the hangar. It's now repaired and it's available again. I'm going to attempt the main mission. And
I forgot to count my Joe for an extra on that.
With the drone strike, that will give me 9 dice with 2 Joes. So I actually have 9 dice with 2 Joes.
You could only be the only one on the mission, right?
No, I've given that up because I got 2 Joes. But I'm going. Was Marksman? No, Marksman's not on the list. It is a. Oh yeah, that doesn't help. Except for the 2.
So I have knowing is half the battle if you're doing the main mission.
So do you have? How many Joes did you want to put in?
1 Joe.
Okay.
I just need one.
I'm gonna take
one
the
spot
striker because that gives me 2 bonus dice, and I'll have 1 share for you.
Okay.
So I'm going to use Snake Eyes. He's a 3/3. I'm going to use Drone Strike. So martial arts is one of the required ones, and so then it says choose one. Joe, on this mission, their highest skill becomes wild, so I'm choosing the stealth, so that because that's a 3 as well. So I have 6 dice now with just snake eyes. And then another martial arts, which is 9. I lose Stalker's bonus because Snake Eyes is there, and we've got another Joe.
So we've got 10 dice.
10 dice, and I can discard a
Wait.
complication.
You don't have to.
Well,
so I'm
but
not-
I mean,
All right,
it's
ready?
just going to sit there.
It's a side. You.
Nah, let's just
Yeah, I've got one in my hand. So yeah, we'll discard it there.
let's get rid of it. All right, so this is 10 to 5,
Okay.
and the game comes with 8 dice. Ooh, wow.
Okay. So how much is
2 so far? 5. There you go.
okay? And I don't need knowing half the battle then.
Nope. All right, so that succeeds.
We
So
go
the
down by 2.
threat meter goes down by 2. That's our reward.
So that's the main mission. So a diffuse would not work on that. It's a story. It
And
doesn't work on story and group.
since I didn't use my second effort, I can put it there in the reserve. 2, 4, 6, 8 recruit. Let's clear some of this garbage out of the way. I definitely want Jinx. And I don't think it. Scuba gear, target player draws 2 cards. Ooh, I like that card. That is a good one. Yeah, I think I'm going to take scuba gear as well.
Okay.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then the beginning of Dirk's turn.
Now we'll see what the new one
The
is.
new mission. So this is the end of Act 1 here. Rescue the scientists. The scientists responsible for the M.A.S.S device technology should know how to counteract its effects. But the scientist is in Cobra's clutches. So it is an air mission, which we do have an air vehicle. It's X complications. Add complications to the mission equal to the number of players. So that'd be 2.
2.
At the end of each round, each player is gaining a Cobra Trooper.
A trooper. Okay.
So that's back again.
Well, that's round and not turn though. Their turn.
At the end of each round, yeah, each player, yeah,
So it's half as often.
right. And then if it's vehicles or stealth, pass, threat meter goes down by 1. Target player draws 2 cards. Difficulty 4. Fail. Threat meter goes up by 2, and each player gains 1 Cobra Trooper. And then the next one will be explosives or vehicles. Difficulty 4.
Okay, so I have a trooper. I only have a single Joe, so I get 1 die against him. And there we go. I defeated him. So since I did not use it, I can do that. I think, yeah, because there's... Well, I could get the Ram.
There's a battalion. Or are you out of Joe's?
I'm out of Joe's.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, for the chance that we needed this on the mission, I thought it was worth it.
The Ram is actually really nice for Stalker.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to decide whether... Yeah, I've upgraded him. Yeah, that's fine. I'll get the Ram. Because it's like the only thing I can afford anyway. Well, I don't want that. Okay, so he is gone.
Hawk. Can I afford
But now, end of the
I cannot.
turn, right? End of the
Yeah.
turn, we'll each get one.
Yeah, so,
So
let
let
me
me-
round. So we're each going to
1,
get
2, 3, 4. Oh, I did not use that, so that goes there. So 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's my hand. This doesn't shuffle till you need it. End of the round. There's our Cobra Trooper.
all right. And so that is now the story mission part of the end of the round. We don't have any current other card effects. Threat meter, we add another battalion, and this goes up by 1.
Oh, it's Hawk too. Okay, what do I got here?
All right, and then I have a trooper.
Let's see. Ace.
I am going to take the vamp. I'm going to use Jinx, who's got 4 dice in martial arts. And I'm going to throw another Joe. So I got 5 dice. Since I'm on a mission, I'm going to target player can draw 2 cards. I'll choose myself. Ooh. Yeah.
So Jinx's ability is if she defeats a side mission,
Story
she goes,
mission.
or story?
Story.
Oh, story mission.
So I'm not.
She goes back to your hand.
Yeah, but I got 5 dice against my trooper. Okay, so he's gone.
You have a diffuse?
I
You got a lot of cards, so I figured you might.
I do have a diffuse. Then Um, I'm going to
I don't have a diffuse, but I got
I'm going to take the vamp. I'm going to go after that battalion. I'm going to use rock and roll. I'll be right back. Recon. Yeah, how much do I have? 3, 4, 5, 8. Okay. I'm actually going to take a regular GI from my discard pile. So that is 5 dice versus 2. Wait, how much do I have? So I have 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so this GI we're going to retire from the first mission.
well, you don't have her, right? Or
No, she's
okay.
I need her for the recruit. Oh no! Well, I do have a reroll. Okay,
There you go.
I barely did it.
Oh, because you want Hawk, right?
I do. I'm going to retire him. 4, 5, 6, 7. I needed the reroll.
Okay.
So I actually pulled a regular GI from my
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah.
so I could trash him or retire him.
Let's see. All right, so
2, 3, 4.
we're getting another battalion anyways. Yeah, so I don't have any specific need for him, so I can leave him there or I could fight him. I had a ton of Joes and nothing else to do because I can't do this.
I've got a trooper in my hand, so feel free to
All right,
take him.
so I'm gonna go with 2, 3, 4 Joe or Ace and 3 Joe GIs. We're gonna say vehicles, so that gives me 5 dice.
Taking the vamp, I assume.
I'm taking the vamp.
Yeah, half the time we forget the
Oh, yeah.
vehicle and it's the vamp, but
Yeah, if we forget it, we automatically assume it's the vamp. So we're going. Oh, we're going to put this there. He's defeated, so that frees up Leatherneck. But I don't think I'm interested in purchasing him.
Ripcord's pretty good.
3,
He's wild.
4.
And he's a recon.
Yeah, and since I will be keeping my deck relatively thin, he might not be a bad one for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do that. So he will be the only. He will go on top of my empty deck.
Yep.
I'm saving the distraction, and that's my turn.
And then we get troopers
Uh,
once you probably the new hand.
Yeah, well, I don't have a discard pile now, so I can go ahead and do that. We'll get one, and then battalion goes here.
And this goes up by 1. Okay.
1,
Let's put him there because I got this guy.
2, 3, 4, 5.
He does not have vehicles.
So I have a trooper, so and I
Okay.
don't have a diffuse anyways, but I do have ripcord, so I'm good.
Okay. Let's.
What are we looking at? Vehicles or stealth?
All right. We're going to attempt.
Well, I have ripcord for wild if we need it.
I'm going to use the vamp, and I'm going to have Clutch go after my trooper.
Okay.
Okay. The trooper is gone.
Diffuse.
Yep. Diffuse.
Hey, we might make it back into the green now.
And then I'm going to use Hawk for the battalion. And Hawk's power, he's a 4/3. And then if I'm the active player, I get +2 wild. So I have 6 dice against that battalion.
Okay.
So I'm going to take him on. Mark Smith, he does not have the right. Oh, he does a stealth. So that's good for the main mission. All right. So yeah, the battalion is gone. I did not use my reroll. I only have 3. I don't think I want any of those.
Yeah, I wouldn't bother.
No, I'm good.
Do you have comms in your hand?
No.
Nope. Okay. So you can get rid of one of the comms. So I have a trooper. I'm going to throw ripcord, and since I really want to defeat it,
Vehicles are stealth.
we're going to. So he's 2 wild, 3, 4, 4 wild. So, oh wow, yeah, 6. I think I'm good. And since Ripcord defeated a side mission, there's a diffuse.
Okay.
So we're back to the green. Those, we're going to put distraction here in case we're able to go after the mission. That will leave me with 2, 3, 4, 5. Killer whale time. I think it's killer whale time.
Yep.
I'll let you pick up torpedo if you want to. Each player who reveals a leader from their hand draws a card. That's a good card for me, actually.
It's a good card. All
Because
right.
I will, well, actually, I haven't been able to get rid of, I'm putting a lot more cards in my deck than I normally do.
So we get 2 troopers.
2, 3, 4, 5.
This will go up by 2 because we were in the green. All right. So at the beginning of my turn, I have a trooper, but we are going to attempt the main mission.
Okay, so.
And I am choosing stealth.
Okay, I have a single Joe in my hand, but I have knowing is half the battle and distraction.
Okay.
If you think you need it. If not, then I can use it to get rid of my trooper.
Well,
if you don't think you need it, that's good.
Oh, you won't be able to get rid of your trooper then?
Yeah, but it's a trooper. I can deal with it.
Yeah, I really do want to get rid of the mission. I have 7 dice in stealth. And
yeah, I mean, it keeps giving me more troopers, so I would love to get rid of that.
Jaw striker's not bad. Oh, air. What does the air vehicle do? Tracker and explosives. Does not help. All right, so we're going to take the vamp. Yeah, so we got beachhead. Well, if you put your trooper in there, you get to draw a card. Because each player on the mission draws a card. So if you put your
I mean, I would be thrilled to do it, but I don't need to.
I have 2 chairs.
Okay, you got 2 chairs. Yeah, I'll take one.
Yeah, because you might draw.
I drew my comms. Okay. It's a horrible hand for me now.
What is in here? We're doing stealth. Oh yeah. I'm going to do a smart missile. Oh no, I already assigned it. Never mind.
Also, I mentioned inspiration is each player who reveals a leader. The starting cards are not your only leaders. Like Leatherneck here is a leader. They have titles on there. Some of them.
Hawk is a leader.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I already assigned the Joes. I drew a card that would let me get more dice, but I've already assigned to the mission. But I am going to take Hawk in my hand, though. He just can't go on the mission. He's actually, because that's for recruit. All right. So I've got 8 dice. Dip 4. So the first complication is put Major Blood into play.
Told you he always comes back. How did that come back?
This is from he came out from one of these originally.
Oh, okay. Wow, he came back more. He'll probably be back again then.
And the story mission just went up by 1. So the difficulty now is 5.
Okay.
And I have 8 to 5. And I don't have I do have my reroll. Okay.
Well, basically, like I said, I got a guaranteed 2 on it if we need it. We don't need it.
We don't need it. Okay, so that passed. So the threat meter goes down by 1. And target player can draw 2 cards.
It'll help you. I'd be looking for Joe's is all I'd be doing. So it depends on what you need. Is it going to help you to purchase anything you want? Because I don't care about purchasing power.
5. I currently have 8. I'm just thinking. I got my trooper. I got enough for the trooper. Yeah, go ahead, draw 2 cards.
Okay. Oh, I got a Joe. So I got a couple of Joes.
There's that. I'm going to use Hawk and 2 Joes.
Actually.
So that's 8 dice against my trooper.
Hawk's got marksman.
Oh.
If you hold on to him, I've got vehicles.
So you could take on.
Yeah, we could try blood if you hold on to him.
Yeah, I lose 2 dice, but that's fine. Okay.
Well, it's up to you.
No,
you don't have to.
I was going to let my trooper go if I needed to. Yeah, I'll just use my 2 GIs against my trooper.
Oh, yeah, he's gone.
He's gone. I have...
Diffuse?
No. 4. Leatherneck is 3 in marksman. Oh yeah, let's get Leatherneck. And I will retire these 2 GIs. So by the time Duke shows up, I'm not gonna benefit from his pile. And I can't reroll will go away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
All right. Well, first things first.
First things first.